Harry Potter is one of the rare film franchises where we watch the cast grow up on screen, no CGI magic required. When Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone premiered on November 4, 2001, fans met Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, Emma Watson, and a cast of fresh-faced newcomers who would spend the next decade aging across 8 films and stepping into superstardom in their Muggle lives. Meanwhile, the adult cast legends like Maggie Smith, Robbie Coltrane, and Alan Rickman brought gravitas from the start. So, as we recharge our wands and stock up on butterbeer, let's check in on the OG Harry Potter cast, from those still casting spells in Hollywood to the beloved actors who may be gone but remain in our hearts, always. Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter. Born the 23rd of July 1989, Daniel Radcliffe, who started his Harry Potter journey at age 11, may forever be the boy who lived, and he's perfectly okay with that. Since the Harry Potter franchise came to an end, Radcliffe has made a conscious effort to explore a variety of genres. From horror, 2012's The Woman in Black and 2013's Horns, and rom-coms, 2013's What If, to period pieces, A Young Doctor's Notebook, and biopics, 2013's Kill Your Darlings. He returned to fantasy as Igor in Victor Frankenstein, 2015, went indie with Swiss Army Man, 2016, and starred in other films such as Imperium, 2016, The Lost City, 2022, and Weird, The Al Yankovic Story, 2022, winning a Critics' Choice Award for the latter. Radcliffe has also made his mark on the stage, with critically acclaimed runs in How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying, The Cripple of Inishmaan, and The Lifespan of a Fact on Broadway. In 2022, he starred in New York Theatre Workshop's off-Broadway production of Merrily We Roll Along, transferring to Broadway in the fall of 2023 and winning a Tony Award for Best Featured Actor in a Musical in 2024. Since 2012, Radcliffe has been in a relationship with actress Erin Darg, whom he met while filming Kill Your Darlings, 2013. The couple welcomed a son in April 2023. Today he is 36. Rupert Grint as Ron Weasley. Born the 24th of August 1988, fans grew up watching Rupert Grint play everyone's dream best friend and adding some much-needed comic relief to the Harry Potter films as Ron Weasley, a role he began at 11 years old. Since then, Grint has showcased his range with projects like the World War II set into the White, 2012, the biographical drama CBGB, 2013, and the comedy Moonwalkers, 2015. He also leapt to the stage with critically acclaimed turns in the 2013 West End revival of Mojo and on Broadway in 2014 in the star-studded production of It's Only a Play. On TV, Grint had major parts on Snatch and Sick Note on Netflix, Agatha Christie's The ABC Murders on Amazon Prime Video, and Servant on Apple TV+. In 2023, he returned to film after an 8-year absence in M. Night Shyamalan's Knock at the Cabin. Since 2011, Grint has been in a relationship with actress Georgia Groom, with whom he shares a daughter. In November 2024, the Associated Press reported he owed £1.8 million, $2.3 million, in taxes to His Majesty's Revenue and Customs after misclassifying £4.5 million in Potter residuals. Emma Watson as Hermione Granger. Born the 15th of April 1990. On screen, Emma Watson plays Hermione Granger, the role model for bookish youths everywhere, a character she first brought to life at 10 years old. Off-screen, Watson is very much like her character, as she enrolled at Brown University and the University of Oxford, graduating with a bachelor's degree in English literature in 2014. After Harry Potter, the actress starred in The Perks of Being a Wallflower, 2012, The Bling Ring, 2013, and Noah, 2014. And made an ironic cameo as herself in This Is the End, 2013. In 2017, she starred as Belle in Bill Condon's live-action remake of Disney's Beauty and the Beast. She also starred in The Circle, 2017, and Little Women, 2019. Watson has since taken a step back from acting. In addition to acting, Watson has fronted campaigns for Burberry, Lancome, and Prada, after being named a United Nations Women Goodwill Ambassador in 2014. Watson founded #HeForShe, a UN campaign that calls for men to advocate for gender equality. She also started the sustainable gin brand, Renee's, with her brother Alex in 2023. Today she is 35. Michael Des Barres as Murdoch. Born the 24th of January 1948, Murdoch is a master of disguise and an expert in assassination. He often uses his skills to manipulate those around him and gets satisfaction from causing chaos. He's pretty much MacGyver's main rival, menacing but with a bit of humanity still. Michael Des Barres began acting in 1960 with a small role on the show Whack-O. We'd also see him in films such as the classic 1967 To Sir with Love, and opposite Clint Eastwood in 1989's Pink Cadillac. Besides MacGyver, Michael also appeared on TV with the new WKRP in Cincinnati and Melrose Place. In addition to his acting career, Des Barres has also had a successful music career. Interestingly, he formed Checkered Past in 1982, and actually met the members of Duran Duran when Checkered Past opened for a few of their shows during their 1984 tour. In '85, when Robert Palmer withdrew from the Duran Duran side project Power Station just before their American summer tour, Des Barres was chosen to take his place as lead vocalist. As a member of Power Station, Michael co-wrote We Fight for Love, the end credit song for Commando. He did not, however, appear in the film. Recently in 2015, he released his own solo album The Key to the Universe. You can listen to him 5 days a week, as he's the host of Little Steven's Underground Garage on SiriusXM, listened to by more than 6 million listeners a week. Today he is 77 years old, and the last time we saw him act was in the MacGyver reboot as Murdoch's mentor. Robbie Coltrane as Rubeus Hagrid, born the 30th of March 1950, even before he played the beloved Keeper of Grounds and Keys at Hogwarts. Robbie Coltrane was one of the most famous Scottish actors ever. After leaving Hagrid's hut for the final time, Coltrane lent his voice to such animated films as Arthur Christmas, 2011, and Brave, 2012. In 2012, Coltrane reunited with fellow Potter alums Ralph Fiennes and Helena Bonham Carter in Great Expectations and finished out the 30-year run of the comic strip Presents, a TV series that has become a British comedic institution. He was seen on the big screen in the 2014 film Effie Gray, and starred in the 2016 British miniseries National Treasure and a 2020 episode of Urban Myths. Coltrane had 2 children with ex-wife Rona Gemmell, a sculptor whom he was married to from 1999 to 2003. The actor died in 2022 at age 72, with his final on-screen appearance being in the Max special Harry Potter 20th Anniversary, Return to Hogwarts. Maggie Smith as Professor Minerva McGonagall, born the 28th of December 1934. Professor McGonagall was just one in a long line of inspiring, no-nonsense women whom Dame Maggie Smith played throughout her legendary career. After Potter ended, Smith stepped into yet another iconic role as Lady Violet Crawley on Downton Abbey, for which she won a Golden Globe, a SAG Award, and 3 Emmys. She also brought Lady Violet to the big screen in Downton movies released in 2019 and 2022. Beyond Potter and Downton, Smith most notably starred in The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel, 2012, and its 2015 sequel, with other appearances in films like Quartet, The Lady in the Van, 2015, A Boy Called Christmas, 2021, and The Miracle Club, 2023. She also lent her voice to multiple animated movies, including Gnomeo and Juliet, 2011, and Sherlock Gnomes, 2018. In 2011, Smith helped raise $4.6 million to repair the Court Theatre in Christchurch, New Zealand, after the earthquake, and the following year, she became a patron of the International Glaucoma Association. Sadly, the actress died at age 89 in 2024. She is survived by her 2 sons and her 5 grandchildren. Ralph Fiennes as Lord Voldemort, Tom Riddle, born the 22nd of December 1962, with Oscar-nominated turns in Schindler's List, 1993, and The English Patient, 1996. Plus a Tony win for his 1995 Broadway performance in Hamlet. Ralph Fiennes had more than enough acting prowess to strike legitimate fear into audiences of all ages as the franchise's archvillain, Tom Riddle. As Lord Voldemort, since Voldemort's final battle in Deathly Hallows Part 2, Fiennes has kept busy both behind and in front of the camera. He made his directorial debut with Coriolanus, 2011, followed by The Invisible Woman, 2013, and The White Crow, 2018. On screen, the British actor has delivered standout performances in The Grand Budapest Hotel, 2014, A Bigger Splash, 2015, Hail, Caesar, 2016, The King's Man, 2021, The Menu, 2022, and Conclave, 2024, the latter earning him another Oscar nomination. He's also stayed true to his Shakespearean roots with acclaimed performances in Richard III, 2016, and Macbeth, 2023. Today he is 63. Tom Felton as Draco Malfoy. Born the 22nd of September 1987. Originating Draco Malfoy at just 12, Tom Felton portrays the character everyone loves to hate, winning MTV Movie and TV Award for Best Villain twice but outside of Hogwarts. In the years since the franchise ended, Felton has played more troubled characters and bad boys in films like Rise of the Planet of the Apes, 2011, The Apparition, 2012, Belle, 2013, and In Secret, 2013. His other film credits include Ophelia, 2018, Breaking for Wales, 2019, The Forgotten Battle, 2020, Save the Cinema, 2022, and Altered, 2024. Felton is also a musician. He's released multiple EPs, including 3 in 2024 titled Red, Orange, and Yellow. Today he is 37. Jason Isaacs as Lucius Malfoy. Born the 6th of June 1963. Jason Isaacs was no stranger to the screen when he took on the role of Lucius Malfoy, Draco's luscious locked father and one of Voldemort's most loyal Death Eaters. Post-Potter, Isaacs has continued to work on the big screen, starring in movies like The Death of Stalin, 2017, Mass, 2021, and Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris, 2022. He's also kept a regular presence on TV, clinching credits for The OA, Star Trek, Discovery, The Great, Sex Education, The Crowded Room, and Archie, among other shows. His fame saw a resurgence with his role as Timothy Ratliff, the in hot water patriarch in the Thailand-set 3rd season of The White Lotus. Off-screen, Isaacs married former documentary filmmaker Emma Hewitt in 2001. The couple shares 2 daughters. Today he is 62. James and Oliver Phelps as Fred and George Weasley. Born the 25th of February 1986. James and Oliver Phelps solemnly swore they were up to no good as Fred and George Weasley, and we couldn't have loved them more for it. Once their mischief was managed, James and Oliver appeared as brothers in an episode of the ITV series Kingdom and the 2009 short film A Mind's Eye. Based on the philosophical ideas of Plato, James also worked as a gaffer on the Harry Potter sets, as well as on the set of The Da Vinci Code, 2006. The twins worked together on screen again in Own Worst Enemy, 2014. 7 Days, The Story of Blind Dave Healy, 2019. And Last Night in Soho, 2021. 3 years before James married Annika Austell in 2016. Oliver tied the knot with Katie Humphage, with whom he has 2 children. Today they are 39. Alan Rickman as Severus Snape. Born the 21st of February 1946. Alan Rickman appeared in such cinematic classics as Die Hard, 1988. Sense and Sensibility, 1995. And Love Actually, 2003, in addition to scaring everyone as Hogwarts Slytherin headmaster. Severus Snape. After Harry Potter wrapped, Rickman returned to the stage in the Abbey Theatre's production of The Seagull, which transferred to New York in 2011. He starred in the original production of Seminar on Broadway a few months later, for which he earned nominations for a Drama League Award and the Broadway.com Audience Choice Award for Favorite Actor in a Play. In 2013, he reunited with Rupert Grint in the film CBGB, where he played Hilly Crystal, founder of the iconic punk club. He played King Louis XIV in the film A Little Chaos, 2014, and starred in the thriller Eye in the Sky, 2015, alongside Helen Mirren. In 2012, Rickman married Rima Horton, a former Labour Party councillor and a lecturer at Kingston University, with whom he had been in a relationship since 1965. He died at age 69 in January 2016. Matthew Lewis as Neville Longbottom. Born the 27th of June 1989, Matthew Lewis rose to fame at age 12 when he first brought the bumbling yet brave Neville Longbottom to the screen and, thanks to his castmates, that early spotlight never steered him off course. In the years since Potter ended, Lewis has established himself as a potential leading man with credits for The Syndicate, Bluestone 42, and The Rise, 2012. Lewis made his stage debut in a touring production of Agatha Christie's Verdict in 2011, and made his West End debut the following year in Our Boys. He also had gigs in films like Me Before You, 2016, Terminal, 2018, and Baby Done, 2020, and on the British TV series Girlfriends, All Creatures Great and Small, and Avoidance. In 2012, Lewis received an honorary Master of Arts degree from Leeds Metropolitan University, and in 2018, he got married to lifestyle blogger Angela Jones. Today he is 36. Devon Murray as Seamus Finnegan. Born the 28th of October 1988. Devon Murray was 15 when he first played Seamus Finnegan, a half-blood wizard from Gryffindor. After hanging up his wand in 2011, Murray took a break from acting until 2018, when he returned to the screen for Damon and Ivor, the movie. He often reunites with his former castmates for Harry Potter events and nights out on the town. And yes, he is still close with Alfred Enoch, aka Dean Thomas. And they are still totally adorable. In May 2021, Murray got engaged to Shannon McCaffrey Quinn, with whom he had welcomed a son earlier that year. Today he is 36. Bonnie Wright as Ginny Weasley. Born the 17th of February 1991. Bonnie Wright made her film debut at 9 years old as Ginny Weasley, whom she believes didn't get enough proper screen time, since winning Harry Potter's heart, and plenty of Quidditch cups, as the youngest Weasley. Wright graduated from film school in 2012 to pursue her dream of writing and directing. Though she has continued acting in films like Before I Sleep, 2013, and After the Dark, 2013. She's also done some kid-friendly films like Who Killed Nelson Nutmeg, 2015, and A Christmas Carol, 2018. Since then, she has started her own production company and directed several short films including Medusa's Ankles, 2018, which starred Jason Isaacs and music videos. She also released an environmental book in 2022 titled Go Gently, Actionable Steps to Nurture Yourself and the Planet. Wright started dating her Potter co-star Jamie Campbell Bower in 2010. They were engaged in 2011, but called it off in 2012. A decade later, Wright married American businessman Andrew Lococo, with whom she has a son. Today she is 34. Julie Walters as Molly Weasley. The Golden Globe and BAFTA-winning Julie Walters made us all laugh, cheer, and cry as the overprotective, incredibly loving Weasley matriarch. Molly Walters has continued to entertain in the years since Potter wrapped, with roles like Mistress Quickly on the Hollow Crown, The Witch in Brave, and Mrs. Bird in Paddington, 2014. Paddington 2, 2017, and Paddington in Peru, 2024. In 2011, she won a BAFTA TV Award for Best Actress and an International Emmy Award for her role as Member of Parliament and Irish Secretary of State Mo Mowlam in the TV movie Mo. A year later, she returned to the stage in the National Theatre's production of The Last of the Housemans. The actress has a daughter with her husband, Grant Rafi, whom she married in 1997. In 2020, she revealed she had been diagnosed with stage 3 bowel cancer. Mark Williams as Arthur Weasley. Born the 22nd of February 1950. He may never have learned what, exactly, is the function of a rubber duck. But, since leaving Arthur Weasley behind, Mark Williams has taken on plenty of other creative projects. Since 2013, Williams has played the lead titular role on Father Brown, another British institution. He's also appeared in episodes of Doctor Who, Drunk History, UK, The Comic Strip Presents, and The Dumping Ground, as well as presenting the daytime game show The Link. On the big screen, he's appeared in films like Golden Years, 2016, Early Man, 2018, and Robin and the Hoods, 2024. Today she is 75. Williams shares a daughter with his wife, Emma. Domhnall Gleeson as Bill Weasley. Born the 12th of May 1983. He didn't get a ton of screen time as Ron's oldest brother, Bill Weasley, but Domhnall Gleeson, the son of Mad-Eye Moody actor Brendan Gleeson, still credits the role with opening doors in his career. Gleeson has more than made up for his limited scenes in his post-Potter years. After a supporting role in Anna Karenina, 2012, Gleeson became a leading man with the 1-2 punch of Tim in About Time, 2013, and John Burroughs in Frank, 2014. Gleeson has also made his mark on TV with projects like Run, Frank of Ireland, The Patient, White House Plumbers, and Alice and Jack. He's also set to star on Peacock's The Office spin-off series, The Paper. The actor married Irish producer Juliette Bonis in 2023. Today he is 42.